Now, away from those numbers, FMDQ Securities Exchange, in partnership with Lagos State, has officially introduced the Lagos Financial Center for Sustainability, and that's an initiative that aims to implement the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. With Lagos as the pilot for financing program, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, says several environmental projects are expected to be done with the scheme in the next 10 years.
This is where the Center for Financial Sustainability, Lagos, makes a very timely and welcome entrance into this picture. Keeping in mind the absolute necessity and importance of mobilizing private capital, it is easy to see while the establishment of F4CS Lagos is one of the best things to have happened to Lagos in a while. Behind and within it are some of the brightest financial and economic minds in this country, and I might say anywhere in the world. They have advised subnational and national government. You have all consulted for global giants, raised substantial amounts of money for businesses, for investment, and generally built their careers around doing big things in big ways. Lagos is proud to host the FC4S Lagos, and would like to use this opportunity to pledge our total support for its aims and objectives. We are pleased that your presence here on our financial landscape will further help showcase the state as a key economic and commercial hub, and also help us affirm our seriousness about achieving our Sustainable Development Goals 2030. The international network to which the center has been admitted will no doubt place Lagos in a vantage position to tap into a wealth of knowledge, experiences, and learning opportunities accumulated by more developed financial centers around the world. There are so many ways in which this new center will be of benefit to Lagos State, and I'm sure Nigeria in general, and to the vision of our administration for the state. The least we can therefore do as a state government is to collaborate and partner with you, and to also ensure that our policies and programs are also underscored by the principles of sustainability and climate friendliness. We can also play an important part in signaling to the rest of Nigeria and Africa that the time has come for us to push the sustainability to the top of governance, on top of governance agenda. By virtue of our size and economic clout, Lagos is in a great position to do that by signing, and we must not put shy away from it. I'm pleased to note that we are already doing this with various policies and programs that we have, like our recycling initiative, which is being led, by Lagos State Waste Management Authority, and also our Lagos State Parks and Garden Agency in LASPA. What we need to do is to ensure that these initiatives are taken to every nook and cranny of the state, to the grassroots, so that they can take on a life of its own, and the concept of recycling becomes an embedded in our DNA of every resident of Lagos, old, young, urban, and suburban. I urge you all to pay close attention to these two agencies and to the Lagos State government as a whole under my watch. There is also a lot of innovative and pioneering efforts in climate action that also is coming from us in the months and in the years ahead. And I dare say that we're also the only government, right, that has a cabinet member that is solely monitoring and ensuring that, all of our SDD capabilities and all the things we need to do, somebody is also looking at it. And so Sholakwe Amon, who is a special advisor for SGD, has that role and that responsibility to ensure that all of the things we do, even in our team's agenda, have one leg of, in or out for ensuring that we meet all our Sustainable Development Goals target for 2030. It is no exaggeration to say that Nigeria's achieving its Paris Agreement and the SDG goals will depend to a large extent on the contribution effort of Lagos. If Lagos, they say, makes it, Nigeria will make it.
Was Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State. Meantime, the chief executive officer of FMDQ Securities Exchange, Bola Onadele Koko, says the Financial Center for Sustainability Lagos was conceived following right-scale market-driven research on the need for sustainable financing.
It's a serious declaration.
The foundation of any effort towards addressing the challenges ahead must be rooted in the philosophy of collaboration and joint action. From the governments and regulators, luckily both present, who set the tone from the top, to institutions set up to address sustainability-related issues. Institutions which conduct their businesses or projects sustainably, to the financiers of such efforts and even the community at large. Each has an important role to play in achieving the shared vision of a better environment to live in. That is why we are very proud of FC4S Lagos, which was conceived by all following again wide-scale market-driven research on the need for sustainable finance in Nigeria. The body itself is made up of stakeholders from various parts of the financial center ecosystem and is a member of the International Network of Financial Centers for Sustainability called FC4S Network, which itself was recently launched, but in 2014, as a partnership between the financial centers and the United Nations Environment Programme. The FC4S network has a long vision of rapid global growth of green and sustainable finance across the world's financial centers, supported by strengthening international connectivity and a platform for common action. For FC4S Lagos, with a vision to become Africa's leading financial center for sustainability by 2030, FC4S Lagos, we work hard towards positioning Nigeria as a leading market in sustainability principles through investments, innovation, partnerships, and capacity development. Adopting the model seen throughout the FC4S network, the member financial centers are the nexus of the demand and supply of sustainable finance. And so, with Lagos being the nerve center and the focal point of financial activity driving economic growth in Nigeria, Lagos is best to show that what Nigeria can achieve if we all put in our best efforts. On that note, I'll end by inviting you all to dream with me about a transformed Lagos, with quality and affordable housing for millions made a reality using innovative green solutions to finance the entire value chain from construction to mortgage financing. What about environmental sanitation? It is not impossible for the busiest and the most populated city in Nigeria to be a model to other states in Nigeria. Finally, we just may be looking at a lasting solution to the big ticket item, infrastructure. Infrastructure development is at the heart of the success of this country. And this is important because it connects all socio-economic elements from education to health to power for the present and future generations to enjoy. All of this can be driven by sustainable finance, and Nigeria already said to attract the most.
When capital markets returns, Nigeria's commodities trading ecosystem in focus as we take a look at the SEC Stakeholders Conference during the business week.